Alright, so today, na-upload ko na all 7 of the violins ng Steinhold na na-try natin in our last playtest event, no, from July 25. Okay, so almost 2 weeks na din, because of course, inedit pa nila yung ating mga clips. And ayan, kung nakita nyo, in-upload ko naman siya in order of their price points. Although hindi ko nakuha yung price range or yung official price ng bawat isa, makikita naman natin yung gradual na improve siguro ng quality if nakaririnig nyo. Of course, we can do it justice through our recordings, no. Mas maganda pa rin to look at it live, pero I'll share some of my thoughts, no, on each model siguro. Then na lang gawin natin. So, yung pinakauna, yung pinaka-basic, actually sounds good for its price. And meron kasing feeling of parang pag bumibili ka ng mga mumurahing violin, there's this feeling na parang sobrang flimsy. No, wala siyang ganung feeling. Although medyo, if we consider its price, it's around, I think, less than 7,000 pesos. Medyo mahal din siya for if we compare it to all other beginner violins. You're getting more than that when you buy it kasi maayos na lahat. Madali itono, yung bridge niya hindi lumulubog. As in, tutugtugan mo na lang talaga. So, I think it's a good starter option kung magsisimula ka pa lang wala ka pang violin. And then, when we step up to the other two, then dalawang magkasunod, no? I'm really not sure about the models and everything. Pero, the second and third upload, then na lang, hindi masyado nagkakalayo yung performance nila. I think it's priced at around 8 and then around 10 to 12 yung price nung mas mataas na model. Now, it's more of your preference. Of course, meron pa ring subtle differences. Of course, it's a different level of each. Siguro sa tone wood nagkakatalo, no? Sa craftsmanship, I don't think there's much of a difference. It comes from the same workshop or factory. Kaya, if you're getting those two, I think it's more of your personal preference na. And ako personally, pagiging practical natin, after that 7,000 kung yun yung binili nyo, I wouldn't really upgrade to the next two because they're intermediate levels. Baka saglit lang din kung mag-upgrade ka from something that's already nice. Baka I would suggest something higher of a price point. Next is I think yung Pro na model. I think yun yung pinaka mahal sa lineup nila when it comes to the Strads or when it comes to the numbered models, no. So yun yung readily available nila. I think it's a good option as well, around 30,000 yata yun or 25 to 30,000. Yun na siguro yung pinaka okay na upgrade for me if you want a forever violin na, for example, you're just a hobbyist and gusto mo something that would stick with you at matagal mong gagamitin. That is the one that I would buy if meron ka ng ibang violins ngayon, kasi feeling ko malaki pa rin yung potential niya na gumanda pa lalo yung sound. Of course, everything we tested is brand new. So, ibig sabihin, pag brand new kasi ang instrument, ikaw ang gagawa ng kwento niyan. Ikaw ang gagawa ng identity or ng sound ng instrument na yan. Kasi ikaw yung magpapaganda niyan, no? So, that is for the Strads, no? And then, coming into, I think yung last 3 na in-upload natin were more of handcrafted na instruments talaga na it's almost I don't wanna say fine kasi ibang term din yung pag sinabi nating fine instruments, no? But it's a better quality, no? So the first one is the Guarneri, that is I think nasa around 30 to 36,000, parang gano'n. That is really a good option kung you're looking for a Guarneri violin. The body, yung feeling sa kamay, for me lang din naman, no. That is also a good option aside dun sa Strad nila na high quality. And then yung Guo Fang na from the workshop, basically it's a fully handcrafted instrument na ginawa ng isang maker. Isang maker lang yung humawak, siya lahat yung nag-ayos, siya lahat nagsimula from tone wood to the finishing. So yun lang yung medyo doon, medyo appealing, no, na it's made for you. 1:1, parang gano'n. So maganda din yung sound niya, but it's around, I think, 65 to 68, 70,000. So if you're willing to spend that much then, no. Pero again, I'd suggest this for beginners or even intermediate players kasi mahirapan din kayo i-tame yung mga instrument na masyado ding mahal, no. It's hard to justify that expense if you're not gonna use it for performances, 'di ba? Kung ikikip mo lang siya sa sa bahay mo or ikaw lang din yung tutugtog, parang of course your money, your rules, but you won't really get the full picture kung ano talaga yung kakayahan ng instrument. So I think it's more reserved for more serious players, no. Yung talagang gagawin nilang career yung music, or if they are going to play a lot, no. Yun yung mas target nito. So ayun nga, sabi ko hindi rin naman sa price nagkakatalo. Minsan wala sa presyo yan. And then of course, the most expensive one is the Romanian made na Strad, which is around, I think, 135,000. Mga ganun yung presyo niya. Now, for me, maganda naman yung quality. Maganda yung tunog niya. And from my opinion ko lang naman, is yung craftsmanship niya talaga iba. Mararamdaman mo yung linis ng pagkakagawa sa kanya. Although I find na medyo sa fingerboard niya medyo magaspang. I think because it's untreated or walang special chemicals na ginamit doon para maging smooth siya. I don't know if that's how the maker really wanted it to be. Pero ganun yung experience sa kanya, medyo rough on the fingerboard. Now, kung ako papipiliin, regardless of budget, no, doon sa lahat ng na-testing ko, ano yung parang blind buy, hindi man blind buy, more of, ano yung pipiliin ko, kung ipapauwi sa akin, or bibilin ko, and marami akong budget, kasi wala akong budget ngayon. Actually, I would go for the Guarneri, na nasa around 30,000. So, isipin nyo, kahit nasabi mo may 130 plus doon, may 60,000 doon, I would still go, personal preference lang naman din, no. Again, it's not about the price. At some point, price is not always going to be the basis if it's good or not, no. It's just for me, madali ko siyang makontrol, mapapalabas ko yung tunog na gusto ko without sacrificing anything. Kasi doon sa iba, syempre, pag medyo malakas, kailangan mo magsakripisyo, kailangan mong i-tame pa, or may times na pag dumating ka sa certain level na gusto mo yung instrument mo, hindi ka napapagod pag ginagamit mo. So, yun lang, personal preference ko. If I had the budget, no, or pauwi sa akin, if I choose one from the line that I checked out, yun yung pipiliin ko. Pero again, personal preference lang yun. Best to try it out. And good news din is this coming Saturday ulit, August 15, Steinold will be back here sa Daddy G Cafe. So pwedeng yung mag-testing ulit yung mga instruments. Last time kasi we kept it small and simple kasi gusto ko ma-experience ng mga students ko. Ngayon, it's open to the public. So lalagay natin yung details dito, itatag natin yung location, and hopefully makarating kayo, matesting nyo siya. It's gonna start from 1 PM onwards. Hopefully mas maganda yung panahon, no, hindi na bumabaha, and sana, hoping and praying that the weather would be better. Ayan, so sana makapunta kayo. Comment nyo kung excited na kayo, or if you have any other question. I'll see you then. Good luck sa inyo.